How's it going, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you guys are watching this. Today we're back with episode 14 of our Let's Play series. And today we're back at the lighthouse and we're going to be going around and working on what is underneath the lighthouse, which is going to be pretty cool. And I know you guys saw in our last episode us actually building this, and I talked about how we had found some spawners beneath it a couple back on episode 6. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through those and finding how we can create a spawner farm. Now, I've already been down there and kind of done a little bit of work. I put some scaffolding and I've done down here so I can just jump down and hopefully not take damage, right? Yeah, alright, cool. And now we're down in the spawner area. So we got ourselves a zombie spawner right here. We got ourselves a cave spider system right there. And then over here, we've got ourselves a skeleton spawner. So we've got 3 spawners really close. And today the plan is to build this area out and make a proper spawning room. So with that being said, we're going to need to mine out this whole entire area and then just kind of lay out where we want everything. So now we get to take the tedious task of mining all of this out and making it nice and wide and flat. And I'm not gonna make you guys watch this. We're gonna kind of warp time and space here, and we're gonna jump to when all of this is basically done. This will just be a second for you guys. Hopefully it's not going to take me but about maybe 30 minutes. But for you guys, it's going to be less than a second. So we've kind of cleared this all out, and what we need to do is lay out the boundaries for our spawners. So this is our zombie spawner. So we got to come out 4 blocks from. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the edge right there, and we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the edge of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the edge of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the edges right there. And that's where we need to have everything built up. Now, I'm not sure how we want to do this. We could figure out how to activate them all. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay. Well, we need to put some more torches down then. We don't need you spawning in here, sir. No, thank you. Alright, let's make sure this area is well lit. Alright, there we go. So that is the area, as we just witnessed, that they can spawn in. Now, I don't know, I think it's definitely active right there. If we put it ourselves right here, we can always be active, have these 2 active, and we can kill them right here. Now that one won't be active. So my thought is, what if we were to move them this way and then have a killing chamber right here and right here? Would they still be active? That's my question. And it's active when we can see the flames inside of it. So let's see if we dig this out, we can probably see the flames. Now I'm a little concerned that, oh yeah, I forgot there's another spider spawner down here. We might make that into a double spider spawner eventually, but we'll have to see. And it looks like it's still active, and that's active. Now can we see the skeleton if it's active? No, I'm not active here. But right here I become active. And that's not active. Okay, so I guess we're not going to be able to find a way to get them all active all at the same time. That might be too much to ask for. Well, then we got some thinking to do, because there's our entrance right there. So we could bring them all the way over here and have a killing chamber like right here and right here. I think that would work. That's going to be interesting on how to do that, though. Well, I need to get into my creative headspace and just kind of figure it out. We're going to get this to work. I definitely feel like something is going to spawn right next to me and I'm going to scream because I'm not going to be ready for it. So let's keep making sure these torches are all lighting up the areas. My goodness, I don't like being in caves. They're not my favorite place to be. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Something was going to spawn, and I was going to get attacked. I knew it. So we finished up this zombie farm at part of it. Now it's right there. I did a lot of it off. I did all of it off camera actually, and I haven't built a mob farm in quite some time, so there's a lot of trial and error going back and forth to a creative world with a spawner and trying to figure out how to actually do this. And I figured it out, thankfully, and it's working pretty well. I mean, look at this. This isn't even all the way full yet. And one swipe, and I just got like enough to get all the way up to 31 and a half levels. Now, we did have a few drowned that come in here, and what's cool is they drop heads. And that was early on in trying to get this together and figuring out how it works. But now we're working on the skeleton farm, as well as I hopped into a creative world to figure out how to actually build a water elevator with just a single column, so one that can go up and down. So I'm pretty happy with what we've developed there, and now it's time to get this skeleton farm ready, and we're going to do the same exact thing and have it build out to right here. So we need to expand this out right now. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that was a close one. Now for inside the actual skeleton room, and same thing with the zombie, I didn't want to put really too much detail into it. Like, I'm not going to see it. I've got just one little window right here, and that's going to how I'm going to have the skeleton, just so I can always make sure that they're spawning. But otherwise, I don't plan on, come here, Mr. Bat. I don't plan on doing any decorations for that. So we found the edge right here. We're going to do the same thing and bring it out. And then 4 from here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So this is where that cuts off. And we need to bring this out. So let's keep working on that. So as we are building this, we're going to have to keep in mind to come over here and kill all these zombies so we can get the experience. And hopefully we can get a set of armor that's pretty decent so we can get some things accomplished, like maybe the Wither in our next episode. So now that we've got this all dug out, what we're going to need to do is dig it out just a little bit more. So water is going to go here, and it's going to go 8 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And right here we need to dig out as a little trough for them to basically fall down into. And we need to cover that up. So there we go. And we're going to drop this down by 2. And then we're going to come back in here, actually 3, I'm sorry. And then we're going to come back in here and put signs in. Now, personally, what I like to do is I like to take packed ice, and as I did down there, I'm going to put packed ice in here as well on these last 2 little blocks, just to kind of give the skeletons, and I did this on the zombie farm too, just to kind of speed them up. And you know, it's not necessarily necessary. It's just, for me, I like it. It just works for me. To me, it seems like it speeds it up. It probably doesn't, but that's just something I like to do. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our signs, and we're going to come in on the edge of this, and we're going to place all of our signs along the edge. That way the mobs are not trying to fight the current as they come up to it. From there, I'm going to take my water and start placing it across every other. Oh, hello. See, we've already got one spawning in here. And you can go down there. Thank you. And now we'll need to kill this. There we go. We killed him. And we need to put water right there. And that's going to function all the way down. And they will kind of bob, but they'll come all the way down to here and get pushed down and continue to come all the way to here. So that's the plan. And now we're digging up, and we are going to start our elevator. So we got the skeleton spawner basically done. We just got to knock out this last torch and fill it in. So we're not, we've already got some piling up. We've got some zombies piling up, and all of our mending items are getting healed up. It is fantastic. This is a great way to just get everything back together the way you want it to. And look at that. It just all healed back up, and I just got more levels. And great thing with this too,
we're collecting arrows, we're collecting bones, everything along those lines. It's great. I'm super happy with it, and the bones should be going into. Oh, okay, that's why. They're just the second item, and so it's coming along pretty well. Let's go ahead and knock out that torch. We no longer need it. We can fill in that wall, and let's put our black stained glass right there, and it's working. So we've got our makeshift spawn room so far. Now, I'm tired of going up this scaffolding and I don't want to continue to do it. So what we need to be doing, or what I'd like to do now, is build a bubble column, and we're going to need blocks to switch it. So I'm probably going to heal up all my tools, especially Joe. Joe means a lot to me. And so from there, we're going to go find some slime because we're going to need some slime blocks. And I don't think I have too many slime balls to make slime blocks. So we're going to have to go figure out to get some slimes and get some more slime balls to make blocks. So that being said, let's go ahead and heal up all of our tools. And just with one little swipe. Alright, come here, Mr. Slimes. Alright, thank you, thank you. Give me your slime balls. I will take all of those. Nothing is around to hurt me. Alright. Let's find a couple more slimes and let's dig a hole and let's get back to base. Alright, let's dig a hole and let's come back out when it is not dark. Alright, we're safe. We're safe. So now we're going to make our elevator. So we're going to get all the materials I grabbed from up top. We're going to place our magma block right there. We're going to place a pressure plate. Actually, let's go ahead and fill in this area with the no, let's go ahead and start digging this out. So we're going to place our black stained glass going all the way up, because this is going to be our entrance. And we might come back and change this. Could you guys hush? Thank you. No. Much better. Not having to deal with that. So now we're going to dig under here and kind of build this whole area out. And it's not the most complex redstone you'll ever see in your life, but there is a little complexity to it. So we're just going to dig all this out, and all of this can be refilled back in. So I'm not terribly worried about it. And we're going to come down here and we're going to drop it down one more level. Then a comparator coming out of the redstone just like so. We're going to break down these walls right here. Oh, I guess we can't break down those walls. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to flip the sides. So we're going to have redstone dust go into a stone right here, and then we're going to do our hoopers again. Change this one so it's facing into it, and then also we need a comparator coming in, just like so. A comparator coming in as to this one, and then we will place a block, a repeater coming out of it, and then redstone, just like so. And we'll have to put a block right here with redstone going up, and then we'll have to put redstone there, and we're going to place one right there. And we are going to take our slime blocks, place them right there, and we're going to take our soul sand, place it right there. So now when we come in here, there should be a repeater, I think, right here. Yep, so we're going to put our repeater going there and a redstone dust, just like so. And so that way, when we get back up here, we're going to step on that and they'll shift over. Now, in order for it to shift over, what we need to do is we need to place blocks in here. And what I have found is about 20 blocks works for me for the time, and they'll be transferred in. So let's go ahead and scale back up here. And then we'll fill this thing with water and put our fence right here. And we'll put water in, and then we'll go all the way up to the top. All right, so we got all the water in now, and I think it switched over. It did, so perfect. Come down here. We can just ride it all the way down. Now, I think we're gonna have to fill in these walls with a better block. I don't want to look at stone the whole time. Shift click out, and you know it's gonna put our soul sand back in. And you know this should last for about 15 seconds now. Perfect, there we go. So we can now go back up and we'll get shot all the way to the top. And then eventually, if we look down here, it will change from soul sand down there to the magma block. Just like that. And they'll update all the way up. And it'll pull us back down. Awesome. So we got it working now. We can start finishing up the rest of our mob farm. So we need to start the spider farm now, and I've done a little work off camera to kind of clean this area up. It's alright. I try to utilize these bone blocks, and as you can tell, my levels have gone up quite a bit, and this is a great little XP farm for on both sides. But look how many bones we already have. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this stuff. Same thing with all this rotten flesh. Like, it's stacking up real quick. So, probably by the end of this video, we're going to have a full chest of rotten flesh and bones. And that's why I tried to make some of these into bone blocks and still have plenty left over. So let's go ahead and get started with the spider farm, and I'm thinking we're going to use that one down there and put stairs down, and then I don't know if we'll do something like with that one over there. I'm not quite sure. We'll just have to kind of dig this area out and see kind of what happens and just go from there. So we got the spider farm built, and we're only using one spawner, which kind of sounds stupid, but you know, I've been down here for a little bit now and just killing these spiders. I've gone up a few levels, which is great. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. It's still a little dangerous, as I've noticed. And sometimes the items get trapped up there, but, you know, I've gotten quite a few levels just from this. And then if you look in here, that's just a single chest, and that's the double chest. I've already gotten quite a few items. I don't need to overload the system with another spawner. So I think what we're going to do is, for now, we're going to block this one off and just keep it all lit up so none spawn, and then we're going to decorate this area out. Well, it is not the prettiest area down here, but you know, I don't have the inspiration yet. I'd love to see like photos or what your guys' world looks like, but yeah, I think it's gonna work for now. There are definitely some kinks or some things I would love to work out more so, and actually like maybe put some villagers down here. And the only reason why I say villagers is because if we look back up here, this chest is basically full. It is full of everything that we could ever need for rotten flesh, and I think it'd be great to put like 2 little clerics back here and then be able to trade zombie flesh for emeralds. I think that would be really cool, especially as we get like training down here. We've already got 53 levels, which is awesome, so that's great. So let's go back up to the top. So we've made it back to the top. Our whole entire build is under our lighthouse, and there's our fox guarding the tower. I think this was probably one of the best and most beneficial builds that we've done so far. I think it's going to help us out in the long run, especially with getting levels and healing up these tools real quick. Now I can put mending on all of my tools, and it's going to work out so well. Thanks for watching today's episode, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button down below, especially if you enjoyed seeing this spawner room come to life and how it's going to help us out in the long run. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and I hope you guys are staying safe out there. And until next time, you guys have a good one.